We have now in the studio a guest from Alternative Party. He's an art director, and we have Mr. Rikes, I think so. Can you tell us who is he?
He is the defender of the demo scene.
Okay.
He can't actually speak because he was defending the demo scene at a party called Limmerfest, and he stood in the way of bullets, and unfortunately they took away his ability to speak. But he appears when the demo scene is at its most desperate.
So if we talk about the Alternative Party, so I think it's possible to compare the party as in Assembly. Do you think so?
Well, the Alternative Party was born out of Assembly many years ago. We wanted to do something completely different. Well, this was a long time ago, 1995, and we were pissed off that the Atari computer wasn't allowed to take part in the competitions. So we thought, let's do a party where any computer can take part. And a few years went by, and that's what happened. And the Alternative Party developed, and I mean, really, it's a completely different event. It's more artistic, and it's more experimental, and just very different. So I mean, for example, let's see. If we're doing this interviewing, this is how it would look like at Assembly. But I mean, if we were at the Alternative Party, this is what it would look like.
Okay.
So completely different. And just a plastic bag.
Just a plastic bag, yeah. How long this vineyard has been going? When was the first time?
We started in 1998. That was last century in Turku. So it's now 10 years since the very first Alternative Party.
Okay. So where the idea came up, was the visitors or you organizers?
It was the organizers acting as visitors to, like I said, we were at Assembly, and we thought that we could do something completely different.
Okay. So.
And it turned out that people liked our idea. I mean, it could have been that we were the only people at the party, and that we would be just drinking Coke and having fun, but other people turned up as well.
So have the visitors liked it, or?
Yeah.
And it has been the same?
The Alternative Party changes every single year. It's never the same.
Yeah.
And so you never know what to expect. And some year it might be that the defender of the demo scene appears, and by the way, he arrived here at Assembly, to paraphrase a bit, he arrived here to chew gum and kick ass, and as you can see, he's all out of gum.
Well, so you as a person, what kind of role you have in the Alternative Party?
I'm the founder of the Alternative Party, so it came up really from me, but with, of course, a lot of help from lots of other people. Nowadays, I've taken a more relaxed role. I'm not the main organizer anymore. I'm just there to
chill out
and tell people that this idea works and that idea is crap, and make everybody really annoyed because they've worked at some really grand plan, and then I come along and say that no, this doesn't work, we have to do it like this. But just to have some good fun.
Okay. So the Alternative Party is from the 2001 registered corporation. So why is that?
Back then it was just so it would be easier to get grants and funds, and because we wanted a bigger venue. We had used like sort of student places before, and we wanted to make it bigger, and it just made sense at the time.
Yeah. Well, some positive or negative sides of that?
Yeah. Well, the positive sides, I guess, are that we can do like that. I don't know if there are any other really. I mean, it was purely so we could do it the way we wanted to do it. The negative side, of course, that we have to have these like sort of annual meetings, and we have to have like these pieces of paper and so forth. And I mean, he hates that kind of stuff.
So, do the assemblies and the alternative party cooperate or something like that?
Yeah, we cooperate. I mean, we compete and we cooperate at the same time. So we like to, let's say that we like to poke fun maybe sometimes at assembly, but then we're also here taking part, organizing stuff for the assembly, and giving out prizes, doing our own competitions. So it's like friendly competition really. It's a bit like maybe the Finns and the Swedes.
Almost the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have any other channels to bring your event in like a newspaper or something like that?
Yeah. Mostly, I think it's just been word of mouth. We have printed our own magazine, which might be available here at Assembly. It's called the Alt Magazine, and it's just full of poetry and stories and maybe some program listing and stuff like that. But also it's just talking to people and telling people about the demo scene, and we visited art events as well and presented demos there. So we just try to be everywhere where we can. Demo.
So you talk about you have a radio channel also.
Yeah, we're going to be having a radio channel called the Alt Radio during Assembly, and that's going to be broadcasting throughout the event, live commentary, probably some stories, bed night stories, poetry, some reports on the demo scene, but really, I mean, the highlight is the live commentary during the competition, so you can listen to people talking about their own demos while they're showing them on the big screen.
Yeah. So when is the next alternative party?
It's October the 24th to the 26th, and it's probably going to be a very good idea to come there, because we're going to have people like Brad Templeton, he's the chairman of EFF, which is very topical at the moment, and we'll have DJ Proteus there, and UX is going to be playing some music, and of course the real highlight of the party is that we've brought the big...
Oh, he speaks.
He speaks. Can you repeat that?
Cosmopalazzi.
I think he only knows one word now. That was amazing. Anyway, Cosmopalazzi, yes, it's going to be there, and we're going to have the big pioneer of industrial and electronic music, Front 242, there. Like, that's a huge, huge artist, and it's the first time that they're going to be playing in Finland.
No, that's going to be, yeah.
It's big.
So what kind of demos you have there?
They're usually...
What's the difference between...
If we go to like Cosmopalazzi, Cosmopalazzi's demos generally probably wouldn't be shown on the big screen at the Assembly. Some of them are very, very artistic, or actually all of them are very artistic, and some of them can be slow, they're maybe less colors, but they're different. They want to experiment with new forms of the demos.
Yeah.
And like at the last year's Alternative Party, the winner of the demo competition was not a multimedia PC, it was an 8-bit ZX Spectrum with like, I believe it's a 3.5 megahertz processor. And that beat all the PCs and everything, and that was from a Russian group. So we have all the computers competing against each other in one big demo competition.
Yeah.
And like I said, they want to do things different. Have something
So that's the
interesting.
Yeah. Can we see the demos after the party, or is it just...
Yeah, they should be available somewhere.
Where?
They'll be on altparty.org, some of them at least, or at least links to the demos.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest.
Well, the parties, so how many people are there? In here we have almost 2,000 people.
Yeah, last year, I mean, it's much smaller. Last year we had about 300, 350, I think, people altogether. This year, because we're bringing such big artists and so forth and doing things a bit different again, trying art exhibitions, we're hoping to have at least like sort of 600-700 people, and well, hopefully more.
Yeah. Well, can you tell us something we don't know about the party?
Yeah. Well, really, two things. I guess a lot of people probably know this already, but the Alternative Party is not a LAN party. There's very little provisioning for like gaming there. So people are just there creating stuff and watching demos. And the other thing is that some people have this idea that the party is very it's like an insider kind of event. It's very close, but it's not really. That people can't. If you're interested in digital art and digital music, you should be there.
Yeah.
And people are friendly. They'll welcome you if you're new, and it's a great. It's also a great place because if you're trying to do your very first demo and it's probably crap, because most people's first demos are crap.
So you can put ideas from there.
It doesn't matter. We'll show it even if it's not a good demo, and so people have a chance to show off. Like, yeah, I've been playing around with this kind of thing, and okay, you might be told that it's not very good, but take it lightly. It's just part of the humor, and then try better next year.
Yeah.
But at least you get to show your stuff.
Well, that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And like last year we had a 14-year-old guy who invented a programming language based on smileys, and he was taking part with that as well.
So side to side.
Yeah, we have everything, and people might be standing up to like shout in the microphone or give political speeches or give poetry or just anything. And so it's a very the atmosphere is absolutely unbeatable. It's very, very alive.
Yeah, I think so. Well, is there anything you want to tell us?
Any like anecdotes or something?
Well, about your role? No. Well, that's all. Thank you for interview,
Okay.
Christopher. And I will hope that your organizer will continue and much larger public will find you.
And just beware of the defender of the demo scene. If he appears, then most likely you're in trouble. Most likely you've offended the demo scene.
It's not good.
And he's going to be there to correct things.